Hey everybody, welcome to Apex Syndicates. All right, I have found an incredibly low micro cap meme coin that has potential. It's one of those projects that I would be willing to put in a few bucks and see what it does, but this thing actually has a great narrative and I think it could do really well. So what am I talking about? Well, I'm talking about a project that goes by the name of Longmen, the gateway of transformation. From crap to the dragon, a legend reborn, okay? Now, what I like about this is that they're tapping into the Chinese market. Now, this just came across my radar. I was in a couple different chats, a couple different groups. There's quite a few smaller to mid-sized KOLs that were talking about this. And I said, you know what? I'm going to throw a few bucks at it. And like I said, when you see the market cap and see where it's at, literally it doesn't take much to make insane gains. This is the kind of project you can throw 50 bucks at it, 100 bucks at it, and it could truly go just make some insane gains for you. They're tapping in, like I said, into a Chinese market. Okay, it's 1 billion total circulating tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. They're tapping into the potential audience is 1.4 billion people with over the market scale of over 50 billion. Okay, approximately. So this is a big number of people to tap into. Okay, because they said they are tapping into that kind of lore of the Asian culture, right? So definitely something you want to keep on your eye. And this is the kind of thing, like I said, this kind of inspired the Longman story is inspired by CZ. I'm not going to read this website word for word. I hate when YouTubers do that, but come over here and do your own research and do your own due diligence. But basically the idea is that CZ was a very small unsuccessful guy, took some risks, and he made a shit ton of money. I was actually reading a story about CZ, how he sold his house. His parents and people made fun of him, said he was a complete loser for selling his house to buy Bitcoin, and now the guy's worth like $68 billion. Good for you, CZ. And so the long man kind of taps into that narrative about the underdog and transforming into the dragon, which I just really like. It's kind of an inspiring thing, right? So with no further ado, let's take a quick look at the market cap and see where this thing's at. Guys, it's a $10,000 market cap. I mean, it's absolutely insane. Like I said, if this goes to $1 million market cap, that's 100x from where it's at right now. Okay, that's 100x. So it doesn't take a crazy amount of money to make insane gains on a project like this. So Long is at a $10,000 market cap. It launched, I think it ran up to around $21,000 market cap. It's kind of retraced and it's just been trading sideways here for the last day or so. And like I said, I just came across this because I'm in some TG groups with some other KOLs and they were talking about it. And I said, man, you know what? This is it's a low cap coin. I like the narrative. I like the story. I like what it's about. I think it's a $10,000 market cap coin. This is a micro cap, high risk, high reward type of play. But this is literally has a potential to be 100x, even 1,000x. Like I said, 1,000x from here would be a $10 million market cap. Literally, that's insane when you think about that. That would be 1,000x is turning $100 into $100,000. And this project would need to get to a $10 million market cap. Okay, so that's what happens when you're in micro cap coins. You don't need to go crazy. You don't need to go and bet the house. You don't need to be putting tens of thousands of dollars into this coin. You could throw in, 20, 40, 50 bucks, 100 bucks and sit on it, see what it does and hold, because that's the key on these low cap projects is holding, okay? Being a part of the foundation and see where it goes. So this has absolute massive, insane potential. Of course, it's incredibly high risk, incredibly high reward. A $10,000 market cap coin, I mean, it has the potential to go absolutely parabolic and make you hundreds of X's to thousands of X's with very little effort or outside buy power and pressure to get to those levels. It could also kind of go down. But for me, it's worth the risk. Like I said, if I have an extra 40, 50 bucks, I'll throw at it. Like I said, I'm not going to go crazy, but this is the kind of project that could definitely make you some insane gains. Like I said, so I know there's some other KOLs that are looking at it. We're talking about it. Like I said, I was in some groups. I just saw it and I'm like, you know what? Why not make a video on this incredibly low cap cool coin that's about transformation and about personal growth and about kind of people achieving their goals? And I really just like that. I like that style and that feel. So there you have it. Long. I think it has a lot of potential. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment, check it out. Do your own research, do your own due diligence. This is not financial advice. All right. This is an incredibly high risk, high reward meme coin. Only invest what you're willing to lose, but only invest what you're willing to make. It is a two-way street. Like I said, but 40, 50 bucks on a project like this, 100 bucks could be life-changing gains should it perform well. And like I said, if you can get, if it's inspired by ZZ and all of a sudden somebody like that would, like it or start to follow it for some reason, Jesus, could you imagine what this would do? So is it worth me? It's like buying probably the best lottery ticket you could ever buy. That's what I see when I look at low cap coins like this. They are lottery tickets, and it's worth throwing a few bucks at and see what they do. So I think that's a lot of fun, and that's what I like about crypto, is that you have those potential opportunities there for those crazy gains out of nowhere. And that's what I see when I look at this project. So everybody, I hope you enjoyed. Like, subscribe, comment, follow me on X. Also, like I said, follow me on my free Telegram chat. No risk, all reward. We would love to have you over there. Check out the project, get involved, and like I said, make sure you leave a like and subscribe, everybody. Have a great day. Don't forget to smile, and we will see you in the next video.